Don't keep your guests waiting, she says.
Hey guys, this is the Game Digest, and here is a review for the latest Square Enix release, Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion. Crisis Core Final Fantasy Reunion is a remastered version of the Final Fantasy VII prequel originally released in 2007. The game is an action role-playing game which follows Zack Fair as a private operative of Shinra. Together with Angeal and Sephiroth, Zack embarks on an investigation into a mass disappearance of soldier operatives. But before we proceed with the review, we would like to thank all of our subscribers and supporters who have been with us from the start and also congratulate all of our previous giveaway winners. With this, we would like to announce our Wave 3 giveaway event. Get a chance to win a copy of Forspoken and Fire Emblem Engage by subscribing and following our newly established social media channels. So make sure to hit that subscribe button and head over our Twitter or Instagram, link is in the description below, to check out our latest releases and giveaways. With that, let's start with our review. Gameplay. Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion is a fast-paced hack-and-slash JRPG game set in arguably one of the best Final Fantasy universes. In the game, we have the improved version of the DMW, or the Digital Mind Wave mechanic. The DMW is a combat enhancer in the form of a slot machine found in the upper left corner of your screen during combat. The DMW features characters you'll meet in the game and enable you to summon materials you acquire. Each character in your DMW provides different attacks, effects, and buffs. Once these images match, you'll be able to perform limit breaks that deal tons of damage or give you great support buffs. Limit breaks features the original signature moves from Final Fantasy VII characters like Cloud's Meteor Shots, Aerith's Healing Wave, and Sephiroth's Octa Slash. There's also a mechanic called Limit Verge, which happens when 2 out of the 3 characters in your reel match. Once a limit verge happens, your reel may change to new reels like Summoning Mode, Chocobo Mode, and Genesis Mode. Summoning Mode calls out powerful summons and unleash their devastating ultimates, dealing massive damage to your enemies. While in Genesis Mode, you will be able to unleash new types of limit breaks. The enhanced DMW mechanic and new DMW reels makes every battle interesting as it provides unpredictability and makes every battle unique from each other. Unlike other games, leveling up in Crisis Core relies on the randomness of your DMW. You can also level up once your DMW hits the perfect combination, which is 777. Although it is not possible to check your actual experience points, once your total experience reach a certain value, the DMW will sometimes stop at 777 for you to level up and increase your stats. So still, even if you have enough experience points to proceed to the next level, your DMW still needs to hit that 777 to proceed to the next level. Your materials also level up depending on the number of combination results of your DMW that corresponds to the slot number of your materia. The unique leveling system only means that the more you engage in battles and the longer you stay in battle, this determines how often you'll get the chance to level up both your character and materials. One thing to note though is that each time you enter and end battles, a voice prompt will be played, which can be really annoying as you will be encountering battles very often. As for the RPG aspect of the game, in Crisis Core Reunion you'll be able to equip and fuse different materials. Materials grant you powerful spells, elemental attacks, new abilities, and stat boosts. At the early stages of the game, you'll only be allowed to equip 4 and 2 other material slots, which will be unlocked as you progress further in the game. You can assign these 6 materia skills to a shortcut, making the controls efficient and making it easier to perform these various materia skills. Each materia has their own level and you'll be able to level up your materials during fights via your DMW. Leveling up your materials grants you bonus stats and better outcomes when fusing. Having a total of 6 equipable materials ramps up the combat aspect of the game as you'll be able to dish out various attacks and combos during battles. As for fusing materials, it allows you to unlock more powerful versions of your spells and abilities and even discover new skills. Fuse by combining 2 materials and you can also add valuable items to enhance the result. You'll also be able to equip different gears to boost your stats and gain elemental immunities. You'll find yourself spending hours and hours experimenting with various combinations and discovering new powerful materials. World and storytelling. The most obvious upgrade in this remake are the visuals. Crisis Core Reunion was remade using the Unreal Engine 4, the same engine used in the recent Final Fantasy VII remake. Although this is a faithful remaster of the original PSP game, there are tons of life improvements that this remake made, such as the inclusion of the dash button, the ability to rotate the camera during battles, skipping limit break cutscenes, and a whole lot more. One of the best things in this remake is that the voice dialogue is now present throughout the game, not only in the main story missions but even in the side missions and for regular NPCs. This is a great addition as now the game is not only text based, making it more immersive and really gives life to these iconic characters. One significant thing to note is that since this is a faithful remaster of the original game, there's no additional content in the game, which we think is a missed opportunity as they could have added some fun challenges or even more side stories. If you'll focus on the main story and just do some quick side missions here and there, this game is actually quite short. You can finish it for about 10 to 12 hours tops. That can be a good thing to some or a deal breaker for others. In terms of its story, it still remains the same as what we have experienced in the original game. Character model animations off battle feels a bit stiff and sometimes do awkward poses during dialogue. Level design is very basic and outdated. There's only a little room for exploration, which reflects the same simple design of the original game. There's nothing to look out for aside from searching for chests and opening them, which sometimes can be rewarding but oftentimes not. You still get to experience the loading times when going off from one area to the other, which can be annoying, but it offers the old school nostalgia veteran players are used to. You'll be able to encounter repetitive battle instances across every area with the same repeating enemies and bosses. We wish, however, that they could have added more enemy variations and types, bringing in more challenge and making it less repetitive. The cutscenes have been definitely revamped. Although it has the same sequences and scenes with the original title, here it's more detailed, fluid, sharper, and richer in color. Crisis Core Reunion offers tons of side missions. These side missions reward you with different materials and equipment to further enhance your character. Each side mission, however, lasts for only a few minutes, and you'll be able to encounter them in the same environments over and over again. Most of the side missions aren't that rewarding, but you need to get them over with so you can proceed to further stages that really offers valuable rewards like rare and summon materials. Due to the reuse of the environment, the same recurring enemies, and the level design, you'll feel the repetitiveness earlier than you expect. They could have offered various ways on making these side missions more interesting and satisfying, which was really a missed potential. One thing we love though is the nostalgic victory theme each time we complete a mission, and we can't have enough of it. This game also offers tons of mini games like guessing games, collecting orbs with a limited time, or even squat battles. Although this is just a remaster of the original PSP title, you can clearly see how this game aspires to be the same level with the Final Fantasy VII Remake. As for the performance, we played Crisis Core Reunion in the PS5 and we haven't encountered any visual glitches or frame drops. We were able to enjoy the whole game without any major issues, even in 60 frames per second. Final thoughts. Although Crisis Core Reunion is not as big of a remake as Final Fantasy VII Remake, the major upgrades in visuals, gameplay mechanics, and quality of life improvements makes the game simply irresistible for hardcore fans. So, even if you're a longtime fan or even if this is your first entry into the Final Fantasy VII universe, you'll definitely enjoy this. We can definitely say that Crisis Core Reunion is a great example of a remaster done right. Feel free to post down below your comments about our video. Stay tuned for our next tutorial and guide for Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion. If you want more gaming content, be sure to like and subscribe to the Game Digest, and don't forget to enable notifications by clicking on that bell icon. Thank you for your support, and stay tuned for our next game guides and reviews. We'll see you next time, and keep on gaming.